Good morning, Eastern New Mexico. I'm Layla Rodriguez.
And I'm Olivia Doherty. Welcome to Buffalo Network 3.
Our top story today is about the impact of community service and volunteer work on teens.
Take a trip with us to Cannon Air Force Base to learn more about this topic.
On-site reporter Isabella Barnhorn has more on this, including interviews as well as an explanation of this matter.
Thank you, ladies. Volunteering and community service is very important. It is the act of helping others or community without the thought of being paid. We interviewed Master Sergeant Ben Ekblad on his experience with volunteering and why he believes more teens should do volunteer work.
When it comes to volunteer work, of course it's not just teenagers. I believe everybody should do more volunteer work, but teens are in their developmental stage right now. Between 13 and 19, teenagers are really trying to figure out who they are. And like I mentioned, when you're volunteering, you're part of a bigger product than yourself. So when you're trying to develop who you are and you identify, oh, there's something bigger than me, it makes you a little bit less selfish and makes you more focused on the world around you and how you can help others. It also allows the teens to have an opportunity to learn things they wouldn't ordinarily have the opportunity to learn. For example, there are various different fire departments in the area that have junior firefighting opportunities where teens can learn how to be a firefighter. And maybe that's something they don't want to do long term, but they can learn about it. And I think that in this developmental stage, seeing some part of being a bigger aspect than just you will make you a better person in general and a better support for our community.
After that insightful interview with Master Sergeant Ekblad, we decided to interview one of our peers, Aiden Van Cleve, with his experience on volunteer work. Come with me right now to interview him.
Community service to me is the act of just giving back to your community through various tasks. I've participated in many community service projects, whether it's helping watch kids at the youth center or it's just cleaning up trash on base.
That concludes our story on volunteer work. Back to the desk.
Thank you, Isabella, for that compelling story on volunteers at Cannon Air Force Base.
I will say, the weather looks perfect on base. A little bit of sun with a few sparse clouds. Do you know what the rest of Eastern New Mexico looks like right now?
No, but our meteorologist, Janelle, does. Look at this week's forecast for the weather.
Thank you, Olivia. Now, let's dive into the weather for this week. As you all know, hurricane season is fast approaching, and it looks like we already have one brewing up down in the Florida and Georgia area. Taking a closer look at our state, you'll notice it looks pretty dry for this upcoming week, as well as for our area. There's no precipitation in sight. For our current weather, you'll see we have 67 in Farmington, 73 in Las Cruces, and 68 in Clayton. Over in the West Texas area, it's going to be 77 in Amarillo and 79 in Lubbock. In our area, it's going to be 78 in Tucumcari, 75 in Clovis, and 75 in Portales. For tonight's low, we're going to have 48 in Farmington, 58 in Las Cruces, and 54 up in Clayton. Taking a closer look at our area, we'll have 52 for Tucumcari, 55 for Clovis, and 56 for Portales. And over in the West Texas area, it's going to be a little bit warmer with 59 in Amarillo and 62 in Lubbock. For the 7-day forecast, over in Wednesday, it's going to be pretty sunny with almost no clouds with a high of 89 and a low of 56. For Thursday and Friday, there's going to be a few more clouds but no chance for rain and a high of 90 and 89. Over for the weekend, for Saturday and Sunday, it's going to be pretty sunny again, and with these cold weathers fast approaching, make sure you soak up the sun before it's gone. For Monday and Tuesday, it's going to be a little bit more cloudy and a little bit colder with 77 and 78 for our highs. That's all the weather I have for you right now. Thank you.
Thanks for the weather, Janelle.
No problem. Fall weather is fast approaching, and I can't wait to start wearing my sweaters again.
Yeah, wearing this heavy blazer all day gets really hot when it's still warm outside.
Yeah, living in New Mexico, you never know whenever it's going to be sunny one day or cold the next day. Well, that's all we have for today.
Tune in next time for another story on Buffalo Network 3.
Thanks for watching!